After watching those events, I'm actually a little more excited about the Switch right now. Like, I really want to pre-order. I should, but I'm kind of restraining myself because of the money. The money is not in the bank right now. Got to get the money first. So let us talk about the Nintendo Switch. If you have been keeping up with the news, or gaming news in general, you would know that Nintendo announced back in November 28th that there will be a presentation for the Nintendo Switch on January 12th, 2017, and the Nintendo Treehouse Live the day after, on the 13th. Guess who was not paying attention to the news at all? 0%. That's right, me. This guy right here. There's no one else back there, only me. I was completely unaware of this. And to be completely honest with you, I am a bit frustrated, but it's all my fault. That was on me, 100%. So there's really nothing much I can do but moan and groan for the next couple of hours because I completely missed out on all this news. November 28th, my goodness, that was like Black Friday period around there, Cyber Monday type things. Ah, man, how did I miss that? I don't know. Anyway, enough about me complaining about me missing the news. So yeah, the Nintendo Switch presentation happened. I did not see the one from the 12th, where it was the one from Tokyo, I believe. It was like a stream, so it was a presentation. It wasn't really here, but they were presenting the Switch and the trailers for the new games coming up and all the titles. And yeah, not gonna talk much about that because I didn't see it. But let's talk about Treehouse Live. That's really what this is gonna be about, because that's what I saw, and I spent the whole noon and afternoonish just watching that. I bet you all want to hear about all the titles that were announced, you know, like the Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, that new Mario game, Odyssey, Super Mario World Odyssey, I believe it's called. That Mario game looks so hot though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really played too many Mario games ever since 64 in the Party series, and a little bit of the Super Mario Sunshine, but that's really where I left off. So I'm not really a big Mario guy, but this game looks hot. And for Zelda, many people will not believe this, but I'm not really big on Zelda either. I know it's a huge hit, a huge title, but I tried getting into it, and no, believe me, it's an easy game to get into, because the last Zelda title I think I've played was the Minish Cap on the Game Boy Advance, and I had a lot of fun. I got stuck on a level, and I kind of just dropped the game from there on. That was like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, I don't know. It was a long time ago, but it's an easy game to get into, but I don't know, I just never got into it for some reason. Now again, I'm just going off of what I saw on the Nintendo Treehouse Live, so when I first turned it on, I saw they were playing Street Fighter Ultra 2, or Street Fighter 2 Ultra. More players? I forgot the whole name of it, I'm sorry. But yeah, the game is fun, it looked good, you know, an old title resurfaced, and I'm not a big Street Fighter fan either. I mean, the only reason I say that is because I suck at the game, okay? I mean, when it comes to fighter games like that, oh my god, I don't know, I suck. I suck at the games. I mean, sure, put me up against a computer. I'll probably kick the computer's ass. No problem. But put me against another player online, and I bet you they're gonna use some kind of character that can dish out an unlimited combo on me, and I'll never win, and I'll just put them the remote. I'll just watch them as they dish out an ass whooping on me. I'm not even gonna touch the remote. It's happened to me on Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, and I'm just like, why do I even pick up these games? I suck. I suck online. Like, there's no point. There's no point in me playing the games if I know I'm not gonna even do good, remotely good online, because that's where, especially in Street Fighter 5, that's where the content is. It's basically just playing with friends and playing online. So, I mean, yeah, I suck. So now, skipping over that, because I really don't want to talk about too much about those AAA titles. I mean, you know, I'm sure you guys love it. I love it too. I'm really excited about that. But there's one particular game that I want to talk about, and it is the 1-2 Switch. So, you know, I was just listening to that in the background because I didn't actually have the screen on. I was just listening. So when I heard about the 1-2 Switch, and I just decided to go over and have a look to see what that was. So it's going to be a game on the Nintendo Switch, and the concept of it is really good. I think they demonstrated 5 titles. 5, right? The first one they demonstrated was Quick Draw. So, you know, it's like the Old West where 2 gunmen faced off, looked them eye to eye, and then Quick Draw. So that was the first one. The second one, I believe, was the Samurai one, where one player has to swing the sword and the other player has to try and stop it. That's the premise of that game. The third one that was demonstrated was dance. It was like a dancing game, but it was basically like a copy dance. Something like that. So you make a pose and the other player has to copy that. And you know, it was just really fun looking at this. And then the other one was a table tennis one. You know, that one I feel like is going to be the most trickiest for me because you really have to pay attention to what you're listening to actually play the game, as how they were demonstrating it. You know, it's a pretty heated game. It can be pretty heated at times. Oh no, I completely skipped over two ones. So one of them was a cow. Now, I mean, let me be honest here. The whole time while I was watching that with the, you know, they have to milk the cow, man, this is what happens when you've been on the internet for too long. You just start having dirty thoughts left and right, up, down, diagonals, and in and out. I just start having dirty thoughts. So the whole time I saw the commercial that, you know, a how to play. So you have this young girl over there and you have this fat dude on the other side, and they're both milking the cow. And, you know, it's, you know, a dirty mind can take you places. Honestly, throughout that whole time, I was just like, I can't believe Nintendo really approved of this. Like, did you see the one dude playing the, well, he had to visualize. He's all about, he was very technical in explaining all the games, and he was awesome at his job. But really, when he was visualizing the cow, he was just like, gotta visualize. That's the key to this game. And you know, it looks like it'll get tricky. But did you see the hand gesture? I tried to mimic what he was doing, and I wonder if all the other ones that were watching are saying like, man, oh man, people are gonna look at this and they're gonna be like, WTF, man. Nonetheless, it was an interesting game. Again, you know, it's something a little innovative. Like how when the Wii was first introduced, there's Wii Sports and the Wii mini games and all that. So yeah, that's why I'm liking this. Now the final game was a eating contest. I believe that was the final one. So it's basically you have to hold the remote. You know, first you have to angle it like horizontally and then vertically like this, you know, vertical like that. And you basically, the IR sensor, it basically is going to sense like how your mouth is moving. So the eating contest is just that. So you basically go it's going to be a hard one because you got to have to rely on your mouth muscles. So let me stop there. You see, I just stopped myself there because my mind was trailing off into the netherworlds again. But, you know, if you didn't get what I meant by that, good. If you did, well, that's another one for you. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed the Nintendo Treehouse Live segment they had going on. I love seeing the Breath of the Wild. The game looks beautiful. I have to say, for a Zelda game, I haven't really followed, like I said before, I haven't followed too much on the Zelda games, never really played a lot of it. I still have Wind Waker HD on my Wii U, and I barely played it. I had it on the GameCube, which is the reason why I got on the Wii U to finish the game, but, you know, man, one of these days I'm going to have to go through all the Zelda games just to, like, have a feel for it, because that's really why I'm not really hype of the game, because I haven't really played the game yet for what it is about, you know? I hear Majora's Mask was one of the greatest titles, and, you know, I really have to get on my Zelda game. Super Mario World Odyssey. I really enjoyed watching that trailer. I even posted the trailer on Facebook. I'm like, yo, this new Mario game looks hot. Especially with Mario throwing the hat and him jumping on the hat. What? And now the hat is alive? What? So yeah, this whole time while watching the Nintendo Switch, especially the 1-2 Switch game, I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, this is the game that's gonna change things. Like, well, you know, not on that sense, but what I'm talking about is, like, imagine this at a party. Remember all those ads that you saw, the commercial, the trailer for the Nintendo Switch, how they're trying to make it like a social thing? So this game could actually work really well for social events. You know, because you're at home, and sometimes you either want to play a board game like Monopoly, or one of those card games, you know, where you put the card on your forehead and you try to guess what's, you know, going on. I don't know the name of that game. I forgot. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I just can't say it. But similar to that. So you could be at a little house party or a little social event, and you could play a game like this. It'll fit perfectly. And that's where I have to give kudos to Nintendo for that one. I mean, that's a great idea. Super Street Fighter 2 Ultra. Man, maybe I'll get into that game, but really, I don't know. It's just like my morality was decreased. You know, the morale for that game, I don't know. I just can't get into a game where I constantly lose at. You know what I mean? I just can't. I suck at the game. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm sorry that it's not really what you expected. I don't really want to clickbait anyone into this video. You guys probably wanted to hear more about Zelda, more about Mario, Street Fighter, and I know I keep mentioning those 3 games, but there were other games that were presented. I don't know because I haven't seen the full presentation. So I'm really sorry about that, you know, but there is going to be a part 2 of this video. So this is basically like an introduction where I'm just giving my thoughts on the Nintendo Treehouse live. And the next one is going to be the whole presentation. So that's kind of a backwards thing. Should have saw that one first and then made a video about it and then this one. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. This is how I do my things. Not really in order and all that. And again, thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for the Switch. After watching those events, I'm actually a little more excited about the Switch right now. Like, I really want to pre-order. I should, but I'm kind of restraining myself because of the money. The money is not in the bank right now. Got to get the money first. So yeah, look forward to that other video coming soon. I have to watch the presentation, which is what, like 40-50 minutes long. It's probably longer than that, probably shorter than that, but I have to watch that first in order to give my full-on review of the Nintendo Switch presentation 2017. So yeah, look forward to that. Yeah, you know, this is the part where you click away now. I always have to keep reminding you guys because you guys expect something at the end. What, a giveaway or something? No. Go to the video there. Go to the video there. Subscribe here and bye.